me, said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, guess I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee he'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers. It's art by Ackerman. It's art by Ackerman. Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation. It's art by Ackerman. Art by Ackerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Ackerman.
Good afternoon. It is Friday. It's not yet time to kick tires or light fires. That'll happen tonight on Offworld, but it is mail time. And so I'm going to open up some mail real quick. I don't have a whole lot of time because I've got to go get a haircut. Getting growing in on the sides here, showing the gray. Got to go get that haircut, get freshened up, let the back continue to grow, get that mullet going. But yeah, so we're going to open up a few things. First, shout out the folks in the comments. Guaisagüe Echevarria is here. Is he going to go live? Yes, he is. Brad says, will there be guests? Maybe. I don't know. I sent out a few invites. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We got Heinrich here in the house, and that's it right now. But that's, hey, this is kind of an impromptu thing. I just got some packages. I was like, you know what? I'm going to open these packages anyways. May as well open them up with some friends and show you guys what I got. So first off, I got a sleeping bag from Len LaGuardia. It's not really a sleeping bag, but that's the box that he used. But let's see what we got. So I had told him I needed a bishop. This is one that was on display at one of their shows. He said, did you need it brand new? I was like, no, I don't really care. I'm going to customize it anyway. Because I am going to make a Pegasus at some point when I get around to it, because I'm really terrible at keeping my projects prioritized and keep working on them. But this is going to eventually become a Pegasus. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm going to try to see if I can get some Marvel Legends Angel Wings to work on this thing. I don't know. We'll see. Will the wings work? I don't know. I see Jeremy Govier is out there. Let's see. Here's the mail that never fails. Makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail. All right. Next, what else we got here? So Len sent me a project, which, doing so well on the projects I already have. But that's all right. It's cool. So he just basically kind of threw stuff together. He said, hey, let's see what you can do with this. So it is an Aes Sapedian. Or as Hedgehog says, what do you call it? Orlando Cepeda, I think he calls this. And he also sent some parts with it. So let's see what parts that he sent to make something with. So he sent Goblin Torso. So Goblin Torso to go with the Aes arms and legs. Sent some gnome hands, one with a pipe, one with it's like a pointing one. So normally those would go on the like elbow on the goblins, but this one doesn't have that piece. So I'm not sure how he expects me to make that work, but we're customizers. We'll find a way. So I'll figure out something. Then he sent me this head, which is kind of a mischievous looking, see if I can get it. There we go. Mischievous looking like elf goblin kind of thing. And then sent me some of the jester shoes. So some strange parts with this character, but we'll see what we can make happen. I asked him if it's a priority or just like, sometime before Legion's Con. And he said just to have fun with it. So it will go on the list. It'll definitely get done before Legion's Con. I just don't know exactly when. So there is that. I'll try to shove him back in this bag. So make sure all these parts stay together. Oh, looks like we might be having a guest join us here. We got Blake, aka Recon Rage. What's going on, sir?
What are you up to, Curtis?
Just opening some mail. I gotta go get a haircut here soon. And had some mail. Figured I'd open it up and show everybody what I got. So, how you doing?
I'm good. I gotta go get a haircut too. Just kidding.
All right, let's see what else Len sent me here. It's a lot of parts. So, a lot of parts. I'm going to embiggen myself a bit. You having a good afternoon, Blake?
Yeah, not too bad. Just working through some stuff, working from home, doing some spreadsheets and route sheets for employees and all that kind of fun work stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
So I thought I'd jump in and say hi to everybody real quick and say hi to you.
Your buddy Ruben's here says good afternoon, Legionnaires. And to that we say Whippa!
Whippa!
We also got Rob Zamora jumped in with some ghosties. Hey, Rob. Okay, so got 12 for 25. I believe this was the March one, which is the kind of the wood creature with the staff. I'm not going to pull that out because I want to keep those together. Got a couple of these coins that were the Wolf King coins. Here's it, Howlin right there. And on the back side, got the, looks like a barbarian. So I know these were highly sought after coins. I got 2 of them, so I may have to give one of these away. Got one of these cool goat heads.
Nice.
So, the tongue hanging out. There you go.
Is that the Von Berk one, or is that a different one?
No, this is all Wolf King stuff.
Oh, Wolf King. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, sometimes he has stuff that Rodriguez did that you may see from other folks, but this is all stuff that's sold at Wolf King. And a lithid head. So there's cool. Let's see. Let me get this one right for the screen. Got did I get that right? Shooting the shelf. Look at that. Shooting shelf bricks to throw through windows. I think it's like the Eagle Knight head. I think this called this looks like it's blown up for an ogre. So this might look really good on the Sir Uksak figure. I'll just put it on the ground and just wait for his body to fall into it.
Or even the newest one with that paint deco. Could you see him?
Yeah,
that?
Yep. And then he sent me one of these goblin. I think it's a goblin dagger knife thing. I don't know. It looks kind of brutal. I guess it could be like an orc or something, but it's definitely kind of.
Or Skelly.
Yeah, Skelly, whatever. But it looks cool, whatever it is. Let's see. We got some other folks in here. Let's see. Well, G gave us a whippa. We got Carver Customs in here. Brad was already here, but he says hello, Blake.
Oh, Brad.
Heinrich says Wolf King Barbarian coins. Absolutely. All right. So this one I think is one that Jesse showed off recently. It's this one that the helmet.
Oh wow.
Here. So it's like this. I can't remember what this creature is. Somebody let me know in the comments if you know what the name of this animal is. Is a what?
Water buffalo or a yak?
It might be a yak. I don't know. I thought it had a weird name, and then the helmet just slips right over top of it. That is really cool. I like that a lot. That engineering is really nice because I think you'd be able to slide this on without getting any paint rub. So that's really cool. Yeah, that'll be nice. Let's see. Then we've got the 12 for 25. I will open up this one because it's only 2 parts, but this is the. Let's see. No, this was the March one. The first one that I showed was the February one, but this is the one that goes on the Sphexian. So it's got all those crazy eyes on it. And then it's got the reduced gun. This was originally created by Stefan Delator for a 1.0. I used it on my Slog custom, and then it looks like Len kind of reduced the size of this to kind of make it smaller to kind of look for just a regular hand. But he opened up the inside, so the inside is real big. So that'll be cool. Post that one.
Rob says it's called a Chica de Hoopa.
Okay, there you go, Chica de Hoopa.
I can tell you something I found out about Rob today. They made an action figure sculpt of his face. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, look. Let's see if it comes across.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were going to put up a Brad Pitt head. That's usually the running joke. Like
No, I think that looks like an angry spooky Zorro.
I could see that. A lot of times he'll put like Brad Pitt on a picture and it'd be like, oh, look at that. There I am in the background. So,
oh boy.
Patrick said he forgot the name, but he thinks it's related to goats. So we think it's a Chickadahupia, which may or may not be related to goats. But listen, if you're coming here for the knowledge of these parts, you're in the wrong place. And then this is the April 12 for 25, which is the one for the swig, which is the new goblin head by Emil, and this big hammer. Man, this thing.
I need to grab that one. I didn't even see that one.
Cool. So we got 3 of the 12 for 25s, got a couple other parts, and then what is this guy? This guy looks pretty cool. It is a skull head with demon horns and fangs.
Okay, that's
that's
right up my alley.
Pretty freaking cool, man. Yeah, that's pretty metal. So
that would look cool on the Tuberculi.
Yeah. I think both these two right here, when I look at these, I go, where's Dave working? Because I think he would love both of those right there. Like I could see him making t-shirts of both of those. So I think that is everything from Len. Also, he sent his love. So, and when I told him I was doing an opening today, he said, open this. And then he sent me a picture of his pants. So just FYI, just in case you guys were wondering, like what kind of relationship we have. Apparently it's that kind. So, all right. So let me throw this stuff back in the box. Any other comments out there? We got, my wife just started painting that head. It's the one that came with swig. Yeah. You buy a swig and you get that other stuff with it. So yeah, I think it's now $37. So you buy the swig for $37 and you get those parts. Like, dude, can't beat that. Can't beat that with a stick.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. Put those aside. And then the other thing I got this pretty pink packaging. And this is some Turbo Dork paint, which I already have quite a bit of, but I recently did how they do that with Jay from Low Fidelity Customs. He does a lot of color shift paints and metallics and stuff. And we were talking about this stuff, and here we go. I got some of these sent to me by Turbo Dork. So let's see what we got. First off, we got a little Turbo Dork QR code, so you can go scan that and see what it does. I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe you win a speedboat. Who knows? Did you try scanning it? If you didn't try scanning it, you don't know. So you may have just lost out on a speedboat. We'll see.
Or round trip to Legion's Con. Whew.
Yeah. Turbo Dork sticker, which I mean that is just super like late 80s, early 90s. Like love that logo. That's cool. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Prism Power, which looks like a color shift paint. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Maybe. I don't know. I need a better camera.
You can see it. It looks like it goes from pink to purple or blue.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like kind of purple to pink or vice versa. But yeah, like that. Then we got Bubblegum Crisis. So not sure if you guys have ever had a Bubblegum Crisis, but here you go. And this looks like it's more of just a straight metallic. It might have some color shift into like from pink into like a peach, but it's very subtle. Then we've got, now this is one I know that Jay uses a lot in his customs. We were talking about it when we did the episode, and this is called 4D glasses. 4D glasses. And it kind of goes from green to blue to purple to almost pink. So there's like, there's a whole spectrum of colors in there. Not sure if that's coming across on camera, but That's a really good one. I know he was using that in a lot of his customs. So
It's like those 1980s Chips police glasses. How they had that
Yeah.
iridescent color to them.
yeah. And then the last one is blue raspberry. So which kind of looks like it goes from a kind of a dark blue to a lavender, and a maybe a couple colors in between. I don't think that one's going to show up on camera as much. But yeah, it's from a blue to like a lavender, so pretty cool. And then this I'm really excited for, because he was talking about this on that episode as well. This is the Turbo Dork thinning medium. So he said that this works really well to thin these paints, especially if you're using it through an airbrush or something, and not lose the pigmentation. So I'm excited to try this. It looks like it's got a shaker ball in it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so thinning medium, Turbo Dork. So appreciate Jay and the folks over there at Turbo Dork. Appreciate Len for sending me the Bishop that I needed for a custom, as well as all the cool parts. And I think that's really all I've got for opening. Me in Smallin myself. We'll take a look at the comments. Let's see. Love those vampires behind you, Wolverine. I guess he's referring to me as Wolverine. I do have vampires behind me. Actually, one of them is me. So I'll pull that out real quick. So this is I had a series of heads done for me when I first got into customizing. Let me try to embiggen myself again. And one of them was this vampire head. And so yeah, that's me as a vampire. So, and of course I use the OG Baron Voligar body because that is the best vampire body. Just so you know, it's the most metal.
Looks like you're handsome either way.
Yeah. So there's that one. I've got, I don't know if you can see up here in the corner, I've got a Fury Clan me riding a wolf. And then over on that side, which you're not able to see, I've got a Templar me, just as a boring ass human. So, see, Drunk Gizzo Custom says, howdy, Curtis and Blake. Hey, Alexander. I think we'll see you tonight on the Off-World. Christopher Kelly says, Bubblegum Crisis is a great name for a band. Yes, it is. Sounds great. Rob says, if getting bubblegum stuck in your hair is a crisis, then yes, I have. Oof, that's no fun. Peanut butter, I hear, helps. I don't know. I've
other
never
things
used
too. There's other things, but if you don't have hair, you can get rid of that crisis.
There you go. No crisis to be found. Jeremy says, People Eater is my favorite Turbo Dork. Cool. Yeah, they've definitely got a good variety of colors and color shift paints and metallics. Really cool. Lavender Gang. Yep, we had some. One of those looked like it went from what would I say, blue to lavender. That's the blue raspberry. Yeah, and then the 40 glasses looks like it's got some lavender in it as well. But that 40 glasses has like, I don't know, like 5 different colors.
It's like the rainbow.
Yeah, that's why I think Jay uses it so much. Like, depending on how you turn it, and if you have it in natural sunlight, like, dude, you just see all kinds of colors. Benny says, that is awesome, Curtis. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Probably talking about Blake being on here, because that is awesome. So, Man Walk Talk says, I think you had large sideburns when I first got into Mythic Legions, Kurt. I've never had just sideburns. I've had like a full beard, or I've had the goatee, but I've never really had just sideburns. Maybe that's a look I should try. We got Eric Miller in the house. What's up, Customs? Ruben says, cool figure for cool guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Man Walk Talk says, Bubblegum Crisis was a manga cartoon back in the 90s. All right. Oh, wow. See that? That is it for the comments. I did add a couple things just want to address, like for the channel. I know that throughout the months of, really the month of April mostly, and then some May, hadn't been putting out as much content as I had previously. My travel schedule was just very hectic in the month of April. And it's still going to be a little bit of more travel for the next couple months, but I'm trying to get some more stuff out there. I've been really consistent with how they do that. So each Monday, if you guys like watching those are dropping each Monday, where I talk to a member of the community about their art. Could be, dios, paint, certain kind of customs, whatever. There is a playlist out there for that. So if you're interested in those drop every single Monday. If you have certain artists that you'd like to see that haven't been featured yet, let me know. I've reached out to several folks and have some lined up, but if you got something, let me know for that. I've actually got a really special one coming up this Monday. It's the first time that I'm doing a premiere. So that means that when it drops, it's not going to just drop the whole video and you can kind of fast forward and move through it. It'll drop and play almost like it's a live video, but it is pre-recorded. And it's one that I did with Perry Morrell Jr. today. And it's kind of special because he's revealing a new custom. It's the first time that anybody's seeing it. So if you look out on the channel right now, you'll see a thumbnail of me and Perry and the custom that we're talking about, which I'm not going to talk about here because you need to go see it. So you can see a sneak peek on that thumbnail, but on Monday you'll get to see kind of the whole thing and how it came together and stuff. But it's pretty special. I'm pretty excited about that one. And then I did get my All-Star 6 in, so I'm going to try to do some exploded figure reviews coming up. I've got Thrasis on my desk right now, partially disassembled, but there's some things that'll come apart that might have to put a little extra effort into. So after my haircut, I'm going to work on that, see if I can't get that dropped for this weekend. So that's kind of the plans coming up. And I think that's really it. Let's check back.
Man, walk, talk in the comments. He suggested Alejandro Soria, aka Scalasoria, but I think Alejandro doesn't like videos. Is that correct? He's not a big YouTuber.
I've reached out to him like 3 or 4 times. He's probably sick of me by now because I'm like, dude, your work is just so phenomenal. Like I can't. Yeah. But we feature him a lot on the shelf selections on Sunday night for Shooting the Shelf. He does amazing work. But yeah, he just doesn't want to do video, which I totally respect. But yeah, check out his Instagram, check out his work on Facebook. He's awesome. So
Benny
says the vampire yourself, but yes, having Blake on is super awesome. Dave Workins here. Dave, we were just talking about you. I had a couple prints from Wolf King that I think are right up your alley. A really cool goat, and then like this skull with demon horns and stuff. So let's see. Soft goods currently looking lavender, giving them more time to turn purple. Okay. Sounds good.
Suggestions. Heinrich's got some good suggestions there.
Mark Calvo and Arthur Zoran would be 2 that I'd recommend. Those are both excellent recommendations. They are definitely on my list. So beautiful.
Have you done Brian Ramos on your list, or has he been on there?
He is not. I can definitely add. I don't know if he's currently on the list, but I can definitely add him.
Yeah, Brian's very talented. So
David is in this video. If you just go back on this live a few minutes, about 10 minutes maybe, you'll see him. But I think there's stuff that you would be interested in. So and I think that's really about it. Like I said, got that premiere dropping on Monday that I'm really excited about for Perry. Got working on the Thrasis review right now, and then I'll try to see if I can get another one done this weekend, because I've got next week I'm traveling Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I'm gonna be on the road again. I am working on the stuff for the Biblical Adventures fundraiser. So for those that may not know, Chris from D13 Toys, Chris Garwich, he got hit with a pretty hefty tariff charge, $25,000. And so the community is kind of doing some stuff to raise money for him, including Dork's Designs is selling a Chris head that's raising money. And now I think Dork just took his website, kind of put everything as sold out on there because he's going to be on vacation for a few weeks. But they were selling some blank heads, and then there's some folks in the community that have painted some up that are selling them to raise money for Chris. I know Eric did some amazing ones that already sold, and he sent that money off to Chris. So Those were great. And I have 3 that I'm working on myself. And the 3 that listen, I'm not as great a painter as Eric Miller. So I told Darla, I was like, hey, you got to do some soft goods for me so I can add to this. So it makes it, and if I'm going to outdo Eric, I'm not going to do it by myself. I need the whole Ackerman vibe in it. So Darla's doing some capes to go with it. And we're actually even going to put a figure with it. So I'm going to sell a figure, a head, and a cape. 3 of them. I'm going to try to get them done this weekend. I was working on them yesterday. So be on the lookout for that. All proceeds go to Chris to pay for those tariff charges. So
I don't think the whole Legion's community together can outdo.
I know. It is Eric Miller.
Eric, yeah, right.
Yeah, but Darla's special too. If I got Darla in my corner, I don't know.
No, there's no doubt. You do have an ace in the corner there.
Yeah, if it's just his paint job on a head versus a figure, my paint job, and Darla's soft goods. Okay. I think Eric may still have the edge, but I definitely moved the needle, right? So we'll see.
I still want to see that happen. I got to see this play out.
Yeah. So let's see. Corey. Yeah, definitely. Corey's been doing some great things. He actually just had a figure or had a picture that was on Shooting the Shelf not too long ago as a shelf selection that I picked. But yeah, his stuff has been fantastic. I definitely want to get him on. So it's an Ackerman team up. That is correct. So, all right. Blake, you got anything for the folks out there?
No, I'm going to get back to work. It was nice to be able to slip on. Thanks for the invite. And I think there is a show tonight that you don't recommend people coming to watch, but I would say it's worthwhile if you have nothing else to do, like take out the trash, jump off the top of the building, whatever. There's other things to do, but I would say that this would be fun. You should tune in tonight to Let's Go Off-World.
Well, if you ain't got nothing else going on. Now, I would advise if you have the choice between watching Off-World or being on Off-World, I would take being on Off-World. So, if we throw you a link, jump on, because it's way more fun on screen than it is in the chat. But, tune in, check it out. So, all right, folks. Well, check us out Monday for that premiere with Perry stuff. I'm telling you, you guys are going to want to see it. His custom that he did is fantastic. And look for that Therasis video dropping here, hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. So, all right, folks. See you tonight on Off-World. Until next time, what do we say, Blake?
I don't think it's Shooting the Shelf, is it? No. Be cool.
That's the Saturday Live.
Yeah. I forgot. Why didn't you say it? And remind everybody.
Keep creating, folks.
Yeah, that's it.